too romantic.
いつの時代の恋文なの古すぎるわ。もっと今の時代の
Oh, let me take a moment. Oh, man. It's really emotional. Irma saw a piece of herself in Violet's story, and that allowed her to open up emotionally. Let Violet into Irma's emotional space. Hello friends, my name is Benoit Kim, a UPenn educated licensed psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome back. This is a special Memorial Day episode to honor those who never came home, given my Army veteran background, while also taking a quick break from Your Lie in April and 86, given its non-stop heart-crushing crusade. But for real though. Athathanation Zero, Samsonian, Helixi, Jin Ichimaru, and Roxy Love are the founding sponsor tier highlights. Thank you. Shout out to every single patron family and YouTube family members out there. Thank you so much. Sit back and hope you enjoy. Oh, very much missed this, and here we go. Oh, wow, we're starting immediately with some climax music. And I missed the visual masterpiece that Violent Evergarden is. And I haven't caught up or revisited or reviewed my Violent Evergarden series before watching this. So I might have forgotten a lot of things. So please bear with me. But I am here as I am. And I'll be as immersive, as analytical, and as fully attentive as I can to really honor this masterpiece. And I missed you at Violet and your tremendous progress and everything that transpired in this series. And also I'll be reacting to the Violent Evergarden movie for the 40K, 40,000 special milestone. So we're almost there. Wow. Bravo, madame. Oh, Violet, I missed you. It's been a while.
初めて見た時のかまどはまるで人形のようで、イルマの求める手紙の代筆ができるようにはとても見えなかった。
Wow. She truly looked like a doll. Obviously, that's her vocation. Not just a job. Vocation is a calling, something bigger than we are, aligning our passion, impact that we leave behind, and also hopefully we can monetize that all together. That is the holy trinity of doing something that we love and getting paid for, and also making positive impact. That is what Violet Evergarden represents. Transforming, coming from a former feral child soldier slavery with the only identity was trauma and killing, a truly killing machine, to now the same hands, the mechanical hands that represents what? Renewal, transformation, to now writing those life-changing, life-affirming, life-giving letters. That's what this composer is saying. But that is the doll. That is her vocation, her new identity. And all of us, we are ever changing. We are ever redefining. Who we are today is not defined by who we once were. Because all of us, every single second, every single day, we are literally renewing on a cellular level. If our cells are renewing, what about us? So who we are is not defined by who we once were, because we are always constantly becoming. That's Violet. Beautiful.
はい。
イルマ、
お疲れ
Irma.
様、ハルト。
今いいかい？
ええ。
紹介したい人がいるんだ。入って。
お初にお目にかかります。お客様がお望みなら、どこでも駆けつけ
Oh,
ます。
I missed that bow.
自動手記人形サービス。
Hey, if you're new, welcome. If you're old, you know I'm the master of butchering names. So let me write something down.
バイオレット・エヴァーガーデンです。あなたが噂のドールね。噂。郵便協会の先生がぜひあなたをって紹介してくれたのよ。どなたのことでしょうか。
イルマ様、
お
ブレイディ伯爵様から花束とメッセージです。
Oh my
ウィンター
goodness.
将軍より花束とお写真です。
この後予定されている取材の件でお話が。
Quick pause. Again, it's been, I think it's been more than like, I think it's been like 9 months or longer since I watched it. But think about her transformation from being at first recognized in the academy as the fastest typer to being like a literal human typewriter without emotions, inability to express, very mechanical, very rigid, very unhuman, to now recognized by the nations, the rumors, the reputation, and also recommended by the teacher. I bet it's the same teacher that taught Violet.
アルド、彼女に明日私の家に来るように言ってちょうだい。
わかった。イルマ。後で少し時間もらえるか。
他の話。
Deep talk.
もうやめましょう。
I bet the talk is Irma gonna, that's my guess based on the setup. Obviously there is this novel, or not novel, noble guy, count, whatever, this noble guy who's like courting Irma, giving her and showering her with gifts, just extravagance and all that. But Aldo seems concerned. What that implies for me is there's another guy out there, maybe that's temporarily disconnected with Irma, but Aldo knows that Irma's heart truly belongs to the other guy, not this noble man. It sounds like they've had this talk before, and I'm guessing that's what Aldo wants to talk to Irma about. Because he said that to her as soon as she was smelling the flowers, which was part of the courting by the other nobleman. So that's what I'm seeing. And I think Aldo is using, or not using, because, you know, Violet is not a tool anymore. She's no longer a killing machine. She's a vibrant human being. I think Aldo is asking and requesting for Violet's help so that Irma can belong and reconnect with true love, not just from this superficial extravagance. Although I don't know anything about the other guy, right? The nobleman, I'm sure he's a good guy, or hopefully he is.
昨日はごめんなさいね。さあ、そこにかけて。失礼
Sunflowers,
します。ねえ、ところで昨日の私の歌は聞いた。
absolutely amazing.
はい。オペラを見るのは初めてでしたが、
Opera,
体の奥から震わされるような歌声でした。
power of music, baby.
そう。ですが、歌詞が古典語だったため、一部聞き取れませんでした。一体何のことを歌っていたのでしょう。そう。バイオレット、仕事に移りましょう。
She didn't answer her question. I bet this song is about longing and yearning for old love or true destined love. I feel like all of this is a theme based on all those hints and foreshadowing. Or of course, I could be dead wrong.
まず送り先の方のお名前を。差出人はイルマ・フェリーチェ様でよろしいですね。私の名前じゃないわ。マリエッタにしてちょうだい。
Marietta?
偽名ですか。まさか違うわよ。そして相手は彼女の恋人。
Addressed to her lover, Modesto. I called it.
戦場に行って。
He went off to war. Oh, that's my first full body goosebumps. Truly fitting to the Memorial Day special. And shout out to Waiting for Eric for the recommendation for this from our Discord community. And yeah, that makes sense. Modesto's off to war, and maybe that's why Irma thinks it's not possible between them, and that's why she's considering the courting and maybe settling down with that nobleman, the count, whatever.
帰ってこないの。
Ah,
了解しました。モデスト様ですね。それで名字は、住所はどちらでしょう。
nice
そんな
flower.
のどうでもいいの。大事なのは中身だから。
Oh, interesting. So Irma is saying that she doesn't really expect for Modesto to receive the letter. The address doesn't matter. None of that matters. It's the content. What that means is therapeutically and emotionally, Irma is using this letter writing as like a journaling practice. Definition of her journaling. It's a very helpful therapeutic technique. And it does work for nearly everyone. Think about it this way. When you're like, as a veteran myself, right? When you're rock marching or just hiking with a 150-pound backpack, that's a metaphor for emotional baggage. The overthinking, the rumination, the stress from daily life, the conflicts, anxiety, depression, anything in between. It's hard to go very long with 150-pound backpack, whether you are a veteran or not. That's a feat for anyone. What will be helpful in that process? You start shedding off and dropping off some weight, 10 pounds here, 10 pounds there, and eventually you're able to climb to the top. by shedding off your emotional weight. That's what journaling does. Journaling is our way of downloading literally and offloading and de-stressing what's in our minds, this invisible weight, onto a piece of paper. Pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, same thing. It works. Just 10 minutes every night. For those who are struggling with stresses and overthinking and you're carrying a lot of this invisible weight that I'm describing, if you'll relate and if this resonates with you, I recommend starting tonight, just put a 10-minute timer on your phone and just write. Grammar doesn't matter. There's no audience. You don't even have to read it afterwards. Just write anything that's on your mind and tell me if you do not feel a sense of relief afterwards. I promise you, it works. But you have to commit to the practice. Full stop. You get out what you put in. And therapy and emotional healing is no difference. Another analogy. What happens if your storage space is full in your computer? If you have a full storage space, you can only do two things. You get an external hard drive or you delete the files. Do you see where I'm going with this? Same thing. We journal. And for here, Irma is writing letters because our internal storage space is full of stress, full of overthinking, full of anything in between. So you have to relocate that stress into an external hard drive, which is the journaling, or you have to delete the files, which is also the journaling. That's what Irma is doing. That's why she's like, only content matters, nothing else.
困りました。それでは本文の方に移ります。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, Violet.
よろしく。
So polite. I guess the question I have is, will the letter actually be delivered? And knowing Violet, I feel like she'll find her ways. But of course, to wrap up my yapping, for Irma, the true intention is emotional closure and peace. I think she wants to find peace. And this letter writing to Modesto is her maybe final efforts for that emotional closure. That's my guess.
に移るのでは。そうよ。だからあなたが考えてそれを書くの。
What?
戦争に行って帰ってこないモデストを思って、恋人のマリエッタが紡ぐ恋文よ。ですが、自動手記人形、それを書くのが。
Ah, so resistance. Irma is resisting this, and this is, I bet, what Aldo wanted to tell her, that, hey, just don't go through the motion. Actually do it. Actually go through the process. You do not arrive at the promised land of emotional closure by just going through the motion superficially. Emotional closure demands meaningful work. And I'm sure Violet Evergarden is going to gently remind Irma, because Violet takes her vocation, her calling, very seriously.
あなたの仕事でしょ。了解しました。終わりました。読んで
All right, now the work begins.
親愛なるモデスト様、マリエッタは現在戦闘区域外にて待機中です。は？
Oh.
モデスト様の安否情報は
Yo. Oh, second goosebumps. Violet is good. We call this EFT, which is one of the evidence-based therapy modalities for couple therapy. Since I do a lot of couple relationship therapy stuff, definitely sure I hear EFT. Emotionally focused therapy. What that means is, going back to my communication stuff, 30% is verbal and 70% is nonverbal. In other words, Violet's ability to focus on the emotionally focused therapy. When we're doing EFT, we're not focusing on the words per se, we're focusing on the underlying emotions. For example, let's say a couple is having an argument. Why can't you do the dishes every single time? Why do I have to tell you, or why do you have to wait for me to do the dishes? Very common occurrence with relationships and couples. If you know, you know. Although the words are being said is about the dishes. Through the EFT, emotionally focused therapy, EFT lenses, what I pick up on is, oh, she wants to feel supported by you, and she wants to feel cared for, and she wants to know that, do you care about her enough to do the things she's asked you in the past? Do you care? Do you care is the EFT focus. It's not the dishes, it's do you care? Because she wants to feel cared through the act of doing dishes. Does that make sense? That's what Violet Evergarden is doing. Violet Evergarden astutely picked up on the underlying emotion that Irma is longing and grieving for his return. That's why she said that only content matters, doesn't matter what the address is. Because Irma hopes and yearns for Modesto's safe return. This is absolutely brilliant.
確認できておりません。
Oh!
一刻も早くご指示をお願いします。 マリエッタより
Yup, amazing.
何
Wow.
軍人みたいな文章お嬢様が私に考えろとおっしゃいましたのでご満足いただけてないのでしょうかその言葉を耳にしたすべての女性が共感しすべての男性の胸を打つそんな恋文が欲しいのよ共感し胸を打つそうよ
Oh, I guess, okay. Maybe I gave Violet too much credit, but I guess what Irma wants is more romantic. But again, I'm sure Violet didn't do this purposely, but the unintended positive ripple and consequence of this is Violet is forcing Irma's hands to actually contribute and work with her to write this letter. Do you see that? It still works. It's a dance. That must be Oh, that's Modesto. Oh, Hugo is his real name.
私はあなたを永遠に慕い続けるでしょう魂の牢獄
Oh, Violet's doing homework. She's putting in the work. Like I said, in life, we often get out what we put in. Not always, because of different disadvantages, different limiting circumstances. But generally speaking, we get out what we put in. Our input influences our outputs. Here, Violet is doing the work. She's in the library, reading, researching, trying to update and improve her writing. Again, writing letters, being a doll, auto memory doll, is not just her job. It's her new identity, new calling. It's her vocation. It's powerful. She takes it very seriously.
でも記憶に残る
Oh,
あなたの甘くしびれるような声が私を
oh, poets.
今にも途切れそうな思いをか
Wow,
ろうじてつなぎ止め
poetry.
ているのです
Too romantic.
いつの時代の恋文なの古すぎるわもっと今の時代のストーリーがあるものが欲しいの ストーリー
You see? So it's so interesting. So through Violet improving and updating her writing, Irma is again forced to provide more feedback, more information, and more contribution. And at the end of the day, it's as if they wrote the letter together. That is the true intention. I love this. Oh, I missed Violet Evergarden so much. I know this OVA is supposed to be in between episode 4 and 5, right?
あなたのことが愛しくて
See.
愛しくて愛しくて愛しくて愛しくて大げさすぎよこんなんじゃ今時の人は引いちゃうわ時代をもっと感じながら書いて
I love this feedback session. And the best thing about Violet is her receptivity. She's extremely receptive. Why did the camera zoom in into her hands? We call this behavioral analysis, right? Focusing on the behavioral cues, because words lie, but patterns of behaviors do not. Because we humans are consistent creatures, for better or worse. The camera zoomed in on Violet's hands to show that she's not being defensive. She wasn't shaking. She wasn't offended. She's very calm, unfazed. She's truly being receptive and receiving all of the feedback from the customer to show that she's here to do the best she can. And she's taking none of the feedback personal. This is business, but also she cares about it deeply. How many of us can be this receptive to any feedback, right? And we need feedback. We all have blinders. That's why I tell my clients in my private practice that I'm not a yes man, yes woman therapist. Because people don't come to therapy, at least I think. A lot of people come to therapy because they're really desperate for help. They really need that support. They've exhausted their every conceivable avenue from their cousins, family, boyfriend, girlfriends, parents, and it still is not enough for whatever reason. So by being a yes man, yes woman, affirming anything and everything they say is a massive disservice. We need to be like a speed bump. I'm here to slow you down gently, lovingly, at the same time. If there's unhealthy patterns, it's my job to name it, share that observation without judgment. The key point is here. It's non-judgmental compassion. Non-judgmental compassion. At the same time, we do need to be a speed bump in each other's life. If we're back in Victorian era,
戻りました
wait, why was Violet in the corner? Is she putting herself on a timeout in the corner? Because maybe she does feel frustrated because she's a human at the end of the day, right? Despite the receptivity I highlighted. So funny.
何してんのバイオレット。
Yeah, what is she doing?
ものすっごいゴシップだったらこっそり教えてね。アイリス冗談ですって。
She's half joking.
大丈夫？何か悩みがあるんじゃない？お客様の依頼内容が高度すぎるのです。
Because at this stage, again, if this were to be between episode 4 and 5, she doesn't understand love yet. This is the power of the word yet. We're not there yet. We are not who we want to become yet. Yet implies hope without BSing ourselves, right? And it's true. No one is a writer until you became a writer. No one is a runner until you start running. Or it's called identity formation. Definition right here. Identity is ever changing. Identity formation, forming your identity. So that's the yet. So she's not there yet in terms of her understanding with love, but she will. This is also speaks to her self-awareness.
あんたの愚痴なんて初めて聞いたわ。そんなに難しい恋文なの？すべての女性が共感し、すべての男性の胸を打つ恋文だそうです。え、何それ？確かに大変そうね。
Yeah, too idealistic
お
to be
二人
fair
にはで
too.
きますか？無理ね。
Obviously, Iris, and I forgot the other girl's name. Again, it's been a while. Obviously, they all have their own struggle, and we've seen in, I think, episode 6, 7, how Violet's intimacy and her closeness with her colleagues and friends also blossoms through their own stories. Because everyone have a story. There's a story behind every single person. Because we are all wholesomely unique and uniquely wholesome. You saw a quick glimpse of smile in Irma though, and let this sink in. Despite this repeated feedback and rejection, Irma is still working with Violet. Obviously, she's a very famous opera singer. She's being courted by one of the noblemen, counts, whatever, right? If she wanted to, she could fire Violet and hire a new auto memory though, but she's not. What does that say? Despite the feedback and dissatisfaction, deep inside, Irma appreciates what Violet has to bring. Irma appreciates Violet's skill sets, competency, and her ability. That's why they're still working together, despite countless rejection.
ああ、お疲れ様、バイオレット。
アルト様、お久しぶりです。
依頼の件、難航しているようだね。
はい、どんな風に書いても満足していただけません。
イルマも新作オペラにかけているからね。
新作？それが手紙と何の関係があるのですか？
いや、手紙じゃなくて歌の歌詞だ。新作オペラのクライマックスで歌うアリアの。ほら、この曲だよ。
え？代筆じゃなくて歌詞を書く仕事だったってこと？
アルド様のお話では最初からそういう。
But Irma didn't even explain. And again, I think it's like double layered, right? Or triple layered, right? Marriott to, I forgot the guy's name, right? But right, it's just, it was synonym, and then she wanted a love letter that melts every woman's heart and makes every guy's heart flutter, right? And I think the deepest level is truly her love letter and her letter of yearning for Hugo's return, or Hugo, if he's no longer being alive. Another layer is the lyrics for the new opera. So this is a multi-layered, multi-level request. But the point is, Irma is not able to fully explain all the information. So now there's information asymmetry of information. Violet is dealing with limited information, while Aldo and Irma, they understand the full picture. Here's the underlying psychological and emotional highlights. Irma is not ready to fully confront her emotions, the grief, the sadness, anything in between.
依頼だったとのことです。
おかしいな。
依頼を検討するときに気づかなかったの？
郵便協会から来た依頼でさ、てっきり代筆だと思い込んでたんだよ。
これヒロインが自分が書いた恋文を読み上げるシーンですね。なるほど、恋文には違いないってことね。それでどうするつもりなの？一度受けたお仕事ですが、業務内容と異なります。
I missed Violet's old, more rigid mechanical operation. Like ChatGPT, right? Although, I mean, ChatGPT and LLM has freaking evolved a lot since I used that analogy last year. But this is not in my job description. I do not have to perform. This is not my duty. that's what it sounds like in my mind. But I'm sure Violet's not gonna quit.
何よ。
代筆じゃなくても俺たちで最高の歌詞作ればいいんだよ。
お前な、そんな簡単じゃないぞ。
大丈夫だって。うちには優秀なドールがこんなにいるんだぜ。
Aww. Aww.
実は俺だって詩を作るくらいなら。
あんたね、本当にそのようなことは可能でしょう。
やってみなくちゃわからねえって。な。
This is gonna be a team effort? Yo, like I said, life is a team sport, baby. That's a theme.
一応書いてみたけど、東洋の定型詩なんだけど、どうかな。
君を待つ、岸壁に吹く、風寒し。短いわね。歌詞に使えるかしら。
次俺の番。ほら、傑作だぜ。
Is it gonna suck?
ノーホープ。お前がいなきゃノーフューチャー。って何よこれ。
俺の魂のシャウトだよ。響くだろハートに。なんだよ、文句あんのかよ。
いやー、
大体お前らが書いたのだって。
これもいただきます。
Hmm?
分かってんじゃねえか。
Aww.
いいの？はい。皆さん、たくさんの歌詞をありがとうございました。
Everyone contributed.
バイオレット、本当にそれでいいの？はい。たくさんの武器をいただきました。
I have all the weapons that I need. Oh my goodness, the old Violet. Oh, so endearing. Remember, life is a progress and a process. We are constantly becoming. Violet represents us so beautifully well. Irma. Oh, she probably comes here like every night or something to wait for Hugo's return. So it's not confirmed that he is dead or MIA, missing in action. Or KIA, I guess, killed in action. That's why she's still yearning for his safe return, which is exactly what Violet picked up on her first draft. That's why Irma was shocked. You remember Irma's, now I think back, Irma's critique was, what is this military tone? She didn't object the content. She objected the tone, because that is EFT. That was the underlying emotion for Irma. Violet, you are exceptional.
アルダ。
もう諦めるんだ。
分かってるわよ。
Oh, so it's actually the opposite of what I said earlier. Aldo actually wanted Irma to give up on Hugo's return and accept the courting of the other nobleman. I see. Because I'm sure Aldo knows how devastating this is. Yeah. This is really fitting for Memorial Day, like I said. But it is also heartbreaking. Man, it's sad.
けど、
We need that emotional closure.
あなたも同じでしょ。
すごい数だな。これ全部君が書いたのかい？
いえ、郵便車の人たちが手伝ってくれました。
今見た感じだと多分イルマは OK しないと思うよ。
All of this?
これは君に依頼した仕事ではなかったかな？
Oh.
ですが、私はドールです。私の業務は歌詞を書くことではありません。
ちょっと付き合ってもらえるかな？
We need more context.
もう一度。今のはもっとゆっくり歌いたいの。なるべく静かに、けれど確かにそこにある感じで。いい？服装が
違うだろ？
はい、普通すぎます。今の時代の誰もが着ている服のままです。オペラというのはもっと古い時代のものではないでしょうか。古典と言いますか。あれは練習用の服ですか？
いや、あれが次の舞台の衣装だよ。
That's why
言い
modern.
出したんだ。次の作品は新作にしたい。もっと今の人たちに伝わる舞台にしたいってね。
A modern performance that people can empathize and relate to. You know what's the most relatable thing? Yearning for love. Again, to love and be loved is relatable and will resonate with every single human being. except for those with ASPD, antisocial personality disorder, colloquially known as sociopath. Since, as you guys know, well, some of you guys know, I'm formerly a forensic psychotherapist. So I worked in the court setting and I've worked with numerous people with ASPD, antisocial personality disorder. So except the very, very rare small set of group and population, everyone can relate with to love and to be loved. That's what Aldo's saying, and that's Irma's aspiration and inspiration. More modern, more relatable. Love, baby.
戦争が終わって平和な時代が来たはずなのに。
Oh, another thing also relatable is during this wartime or post-war time or on the cusp of finishing the war, because I don't think the war ended until like episode 12 or 11 or 12, right? Families and loved ones waiting for the return, waiting for the safe return of their partners, spouses who've gone off to the war. That is also very relatable during this specific setting and era.
みんなが幸せになっているのかしら。
Mm.
新しい時代を開くのよ。私たち一人一人が。
あの戦争は多くの人々に傷跡を残した。今もその人々の心は凍りついたまま。
Violet understands this all too well with Major Gilbert. Oh, I think this is gonna empower Violet to tap into her own emotion, unlock her emotions, and in that process help Irma with this mission.
将来を感じることも前に進み出すこともできていないんだ。
And we saw Aldo gripping onto this pocket watch and kind of close to his heart. And remember what Irma just said under that lamplight? You are also the same. You're equally as obsessive and you also cannot let go. So I think Aldo is also speaking for himself. It sounds like Hugo was maybe someone, maybe Aldo's family member or someone he was very close to.
物語は彼女に頼まれて私が書いた。ヒロインのモデルはイルマ自身だ。曲も私が全部作って彼女と相談しながら進めていたんだが、
Aldo's a songwriter, I see.
私もイルマもクライマックスでヒロインが恋人に書いた手紙を読み上げ
I see. Okay. So Irma is waiting for Hugo, and I think Aldo is waiting for someone else. But respectively, similar sentiment, yearning for their return, feeling stuck, frozen without that emotional closure, and the ability to move on with their lives.
歌詞が歌がどうしても納得のいくものにならなかったんだ。それで恋文ならドールにお願いするのはどうだろうという話に。
Good thinking outside the box.
の郵便協会の人にアドバイスしてもらったら君の名前が出たんだ。確かロー男性という人だ。
The teacher, baby.
キドールになりますように。
ローダンス
Aww.
教官が私を推薦してくださったのですか。
ああ、イルマが作りたい歌の内容を伝えたら彼女が君の名前を教えてくれたんだ。とても難しい依頼ですができそうなドールが一人いました。
Wow.
彼女なら今を生きる人々に届く恋文を書けるかもしれませんとね。もう少し手伝ってくれない？
So beautiful.
それじゃあ先ね。
I think that was the boost and the final missing piece that Violet really, really needed. We're only halfway through. I already yapped for 48 minutes. Oh my goodness.
お疲れ様。
ああ、
This is a movie.
なんでついてくるのよ。イルマさんの心を知りたいのです。はあ？何言ってるの？良きドールとは人の言葉の中から伝えたい本当の心を救い上げるものなのです。
And take that for the feelings they're truly trying to say. Again, that's the underlying emotions. Again, EFT, emotionally focused. There is no content without the context. That's what Violet's doing.
私についてくるっていうの。はい。任務遂行上必要なのです。
You can't outrun Violet, Irma. You don't even know. Yo. Don't you get tired? Yep.
行軍訓練では完全装備で20メリド以上は歩いたことがあります。
Oh, her disclosed her veteran backgrounds and military background. I think that's going to really resonate with Irma. That's going to bring them closer. Again, now we're at the cusp of leveling up and transformation.
あなた、軍にいたの？はい。あなたは帰って来られたのね。
Yeah. Not Hugo or Major Gilbert's.
あなたにも大切な人はいるでしょう。はい。何よりね、大切な人と再会できて、あなたが帰ってきて喜んでるでしょ。
Oh,
その人も。
they never
わかりませ
reunited.
ん。
Yeah.
その方は私の上官で、
Major Gilbert.
行方がわからなくなって、
Oh, killed in action.
私はその方が今どこでどうされているのか知らされておりません。ごめんなさい。ついてきていいわ。こっちよ。
This is what relatability is as humans. Listen up, please. We as humans, we do not really bond meaningfully over superficial vanity, metrics, about bragging, how much money we make, how prestigious our jobs or our accolades. That works superficially, professionally, but we bond through emotional struggle. Man, I made my wife cry yesterday, and it made me feel so helpless because we were in an argument and I really want to show it better for her. I feel so bad. Oh man, dude, me too, man. That happened to me last weekend. That is meaningful attachments, meaningful bonding. Not over, oh my gosh, I'm so good at this. You guys know what I'm saying? That's what happens between Irma and Violet. Irma saw a piece of herself in Violet's story, and that allowed her to open up emotionally, let Violet into Irma's emotional space. And now they're going to truly starting their work and write this letter together. Beautiful.
ここが初めて彼とフーゴと歩いた場所よ。
See? Irma disclosed for the first time Hugo's, Domesto, that's his name. Domesto's real name, Hugo. Massive progress.
戦争に行って帰らない人ですか。そう。私の恋人、アルドの息子なのよ。
It is Aldo's son. Oh my goodness. Oh. So every time Aldo asks Irma no more, I think Aldo is also pleading with himself. He's also speaking to himself.
アルドさんの。ええ。戦争に行く当日も、フーゴと二人でここに来た。
Oh, Hugo. Oh, on the wedding night. Oh.
必ず帰ってこい。ああ、帰ってくるから。
Oh.
必ず帰るから。
Honoring those who never came home.
私、アルドにもひどいこと言っちゃった。彼だって辛いのに。私だってもうフーゴが帰ってこないことくらい分かってる。でもな、諦められるわけないじゃない。
Oh. Seeing other couples. Oh, man. I see. Oh, man. Oh, let me take a moment. Oh, man. It's really emotional. I think Irma comes here because one, it's for her attempt of seeking that emotional closure. Also waiting for that glimpse of hope that he may come home, Hugo. And she wants to be here for Hugo's return. The third level is she's also here to driving hope by witnessing other couples reunion. This train station for Irma represents transitory object. Definition right here. I talked a lot about grief counseling throughout my Violent Evergarden series. Again, if you haven't checked it out, I recommend. I share a lot of helpful grieving techniques, the process of grief and all that. Transitory object, simply put, is an object like a photo of someone that's deceased, an object that helps us memorialize our loved ones. Because transitory means transition. They're no longer here. Transitory object is very, very helpful, and it is part of the grief counseling process. This train station symbolically represents Irma's transitory objects. By being here, it's as if she can feel Hugo's presence, and it's as if Hugo may step off that train. Very powerful, very beautiful, very sad.
じゃあここでイルマさん、私少しイルマさんの心に近づけた気がします。ですが歌詞が書けるかどうかは。
You got it. We believe in you, Violet.
もっと私の心が知りたいなら手紙を見せてあげてもいいわ。
Yes.
私が彼宛てに書いた手紙。
The final missing
全部
piece,
宛
baby.
先不明で
Yes.
帰ってきたけど、だけどそれを見ても私の心を救い上げたものにしかならない。私の欲しい歌はそういうのじゃないの。すべての女性が共感し、すべての男性の胸を打つですか。バイオレット、付き合ってくれてありがとう。
Thank you for opening up, Irma.
一人じゃない
Thank you
の
for
も
sharing.
悪くなかったわ。
Yeah. We don't want to be alone, y'all. Oh, it's all the people who never came home, I'm guessing, on that poster board.
バイオレット、
ローラ
Ah, Mr. Rollins.
ベネディクトから聞いたよ。
Mr. Santa
あ
Claus.
んた難しい仕事を受けてるんだってな。そうか。
私は愛を知らないのに愛を言葉にできるのでしょうか。
But you do know love.
たら少し時間をもらえるかい？
You know, Mr. Rollins, Mr. Santa Claus gonna drop some bars, drop some wisdom.
わしには難しいことはよくわからんが、手紙はな、宛先があればそこに届く。
Oh,
なければ送り主に戻されることになってるんだ。
that's
わか
very
るかい？
symbolic as well.
存じています。私も郵便社の所属ですので。
Not literally, Violet.
で
Come
も
on, emotionally.
戦争は残酷で相手を選ばないんだ。
ここは
All the
軍の
returns
管轄だった郵便局の倉庫だ。
mails.
今はもう使われてない。
この手紙は
その手紙だけじゃない。ここにある手紙は行く先も送り主も失った手紙たちだ。
So every mail, every envelope, every package is in this warehouse represents the fallen ones, the ones who never made it home, the ones without address, the ones without emotional closure, the ones that are grieving, yearning for their return. My gosh, I forgot how good Violet Evergarden is. Oh man. Is that from Irma? Don't tell me that's from Irma.
知ってる。
Oh no, okay. Just remembering what Major Gilbert told him.
あなたを愛してる。愛しいあなた。
Oh.
愛を君に。
愛する妻よ。
愛はいつも私の心に。この手紙すべてに書いた人の心が込められているのに、その思いは誰にも伝わることはない。航空祭があれば空から撒いてあげられるんだが。
If there was an air show, we could scatter this all throughout the lands. This is a foreshadowing of the last episode, how the series ended. Wow, wow, wow. Impressive, beautiful writing.
ご自分の愛してるを手紙に込めているのですね。
ああ、そうだな。
Shout out to you, Mr. Rollins.
私が彼宛てに書いた手紙。全部宛先不明で帰ってきたけど、実はね、私の両親死んじゃったの。お父さんも母さんも遺品すら見つからなかった。ここ
Oh. Come on, Violet. Let's bring this home. For you, Irma, and everyone else that's yearning for emotional closure.
改めて書き直しました。ですが、やはりこういうのではなかったでしょうか。
I bet it is.
もしかしてイルマさんの心を救い上げただけになってしまっているでしょうか。
Oh, she did it. Oh, Violet did it.
かもしれない。
But
これは
oh,
私が欲しかったものよ。バイオレット。
Oh man, dry eyes.
いい歌詞だ。驚いたよ。失礼な話だが、初めて会った時、君にこんな歌詞が書けるとは思わなかった。
私もそう思っておりました。
Oh, dude, who let the freaking onion slicing ninjas back, dude? Oh my gosh.
ありがとう。
Arigato. Oh, this is so therapeutic for me too. Oh man. It's like happy tears, you know? Joy tears. Oh, I just need a moment. Oh, to really just... I'm not going to yap at all for this performance. I just want to really be immersed and really enjoy this. I might yap briefly just for editing and YouTube censorship sake, but mostly I'm just going to try to really enjoy and become one and fully engaged with this emotional, powerful, beautiful performance. You're in my heart. You are in my heart. No physical distance can separate and sever the ties, that emotional connection. Love is like looking through clear waters, because when we look through closed waters, it reflects back at what we see ourselves. To love and to be loved, the essence and foundation of all meaningful relationships.
バイオレットの書いた手紙が凍っていた私のイルマの時間を動かし始めた。ここにいる私たちはこの歌と共にここから新しい時を刻み始める。
Amen, brother. Oh man. Oh, thank you for the performance.
そ
Oh
して
my gosh. So therapeutic.
君にもいつか。
And I'm sure the day will come. The day you understand I love you will surely come. And it did at the end of the series. Wow, guys. Seriously, thank you. Waiting for Eric for this suggestion. And thank you to everyone for tuning in. And this show really has a special endearing place in my heart. As a veteran, I can really viscerally, emotionally relate. And I really resonate with the themes, the grief, honoring those who never came home. A lot of my battle buddies, I truly relate. And yeah, war is truly the ultimate destroyer of peace, destroyer of love, destroyer of art, destroyer of humanity. But yeah, thank you guys for this gift. And I hope you guys really enjoy this special episode. My heart is full. And yeah, that was extremely cathartic for me as well. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, you matter, you're worthy. Until next time. Peace.